Hello! Welcome to episode 2 of A Safe Space. I'm so excited to be here today. Welcome. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. How is everyone doing? I first wanted to talk about my new set because I am so excited. This is my Christmas present and from my husband. So actually, this is the wrong color. Hold on, I have to change the color. There we go. So my signature color is red. So we're gonna make RN red. It's gonna be really fun. I'm so excited about that. And then these are actually the pictures that are on my business card. And my husband made them into mix tiles for me for Christmas. So that's pretty exciting also. Baby, do you know if I can see like comments or whatever? Because I'm not sure if I can. How is everyone doing? How is everyone from the last time we spoke? Did anybody take my advice and just allow yourself to feel your feelings? Let me know how everyone is doing. Check in with me because I'm not sure if I can see your, can anybody watching say like hi or something so I can make sure that I can see what is happening in the chat. So I just wanted to check in really quick and sort of like talk about, there we go. Hi Ben, wonderful, it works. So I wanted to talk about how everyone was feeling from the last time we spoke and talk about what happened yesterday maybe if anybody is having, hi Sarah, if anybody is having some feelings about that, we absolutely can talk about it. Today I want to focus on thoughts versus circumstances, and so that's going to be our like primary focus. But of course, I wanted to acknowledge my new set because my husband is awesome. He also has a business called I Make Mobile. Check him out; he's great. And my friend Caitlin is actually the artist of all of these things. She, in fact, did my business card also. She is super awesome, Caitlin Martin. So check her out also. So yeah, I want to focus on thoughts versus circumstances because I feel like people sometimes get confused about what is necessarily true and what is something that you just think really, really strongly. And you're not even aware that it's not necessarily a truth, it's just the way that your brain sees things. So there is a video on my website where we talk about cognitive bias, and I think that that's where we should start. Is cognitive bias is when you see things from your perspective because of the thoughts that you already had in your brain. So an example would be like if two people see somebody doing the same exact motions, the same exact actions, and one of you says, oh, she looks like she's in a terrible mood, and the other person says, oh, I didn't notice anything, it looked like normal to me. Both of those people are seeing the same physical actions and the same physical responses and the same facial expressions. But because of the thoughts in their brain already, they are putting on a sort of a narrative. And this is something that we're going to talk a lot about. And this is kind of what goes into what was happening yesterday, is each side gets very, very upset because they see their narrative. And they use those narratives as reasons to be upset at the other side instead of saying, hey boo, instead of saying, we should talk about this. Yes, Sarah, their perception is their reality. And what's important to remember about that is so is yours. And I saw a lot of this yesterday when people were saying, you know, everybody on that side is so violent. Everybody on the other side is whatever they say. Also, you're doing the same thing. You are looking at them and thinking that they're horrible, terrible people who want people to die, which I just have a really hard time believing that. And if you want to believe that, go right ahead. I'm not saying that you have to change your mind about thinking about what the other side is feeling or thinking or whatever. But my argument there is, if you feel better yourself, then you will be able to solve the problem better. And that's my only argument. If you choose to believe your thoughts are true and people are out to murder you, and people are trying to, whatever it is you think each side is trying to do. I'm not going to take sides. But whatever you think that the other side is doing wrong, you are putting your narrative onto it. Just acknowledge that. And if you like that narrative, if that narrative helps you, if it makes you feel good inside, if it inspires you to enact change and to talk to your neighbors who have differing opinions from you, and to sign petitions and to do all the things, if it inspires you, keep the thought. You absolutely can choose your thoughts. I just want to talk about them. That's all I'm saying. And that's what I do in coaching with my clients. So I sort of want to introduce the idea to you to see if, because nobody really knows what a life coach is. And so I'm hoping that maybe we spread a little bit of awareness. I'm never going to tell you what to think. I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to ask you questions because I'm curious about what you think. If you get curious about what you think, you can change the world. I believe that. That's what my plan is. Hey, Jill. So that's kind of what I want to talk about. So circumstances. Circumstances are things that actually happened. So I went to the store is a circumstance. Nobody can argue out of that. That is actually what happened. Now, the sentence, the line was long, is actually a thought. Because, here's why. Your definition of long and my definition of long are different. And so you create the narrative based on your thoughts. If you're in a shitty mood, if you have a baby on your hip, if you don't have a lot of money, these are all instances in which you could go to the grocery store and feel like the line was long, but that's actually just a thought. Does that make sense? That's kind of where we're going here. So let's do another one. A circumstance is I have a dog. A thought is my dog is dumb. Now, I have a lot of evidence to support that fact, as does my husband, as does my child. But that actually isn't a circumstance. It's just a thought. Because some people could think that Rocky was very smart. I mean, there are probably people out there who could think that he was smart. Maybe. But the point is, it's a thought, not a circumstance. This is the narrative that we put onto things. And then what we do is we take that narrative and we decide that we're going to do it right. We're going to fix a situation. We are going to make things better. But you're mad. You can't fix a situation when you're mad. I was talking to people yesterday. Oh my gosh, at work. 4 people yesterday said to me, when other people are angry, I can tell. But when I'm angry, no one can. And that's simply not true. First of all, that's a thought, not a circumstance. And secondly, it isn't true. I mean, we think that we're really good at pretending like when we're not sad or nervous or scared or whatever the negative feeling that you don't want to show. But actually what's true is everyone around you can tell. And we all go into protective mode. Some people want to take care of you and make you feel better. Some people want to take care of themselves and remove themselves from the situation altogether. But the point is, you have done that. That is what you brought to the table based on your narrative. And so what I'm suggesting is, let's just talk about those sentences that are in your brain. What is it that's making you act like that? The next time that you feel, now I go like this because I feel everything like right here. I feel like excited and happy, and then my anxiety and nerves is all in my stomach. But when I get really excited, I feel it in my body physically. And so what I want you to do, so your homework last week was to allow your feelings. Your homework this week is to acknowledge them. So the next time that you are sad or nervous, or even watching the news, I don't care what you're doing, but if you feel your body physically react, just notice it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just get curious about it. And I don't even care if it's political or if it's grocery store stuff and how long the line was. It's not important. No matter what, all of our thoughts are based back to pretty much four or five thoughts, and we can get there no matter what. So get curious this week, and let's look at what lights you up, what starts a fire under you. I think that is the key. And of course, I'm going to say this every time, communication and vulnerability. If you don't go in like an asshole, you're probably going to be able to solve the problem. But if you go in furious, you might plow your way through. You might be so sure that you're right that everybody else stops. And fine, if that's how you want to win, great. But I want you to be happy. I don't care about the rest of them. I'm talking to you. And that doesn't serve you. It feels like shit. So what you do is you get curious about your thoughts. The next time you have a physical reaction, get curious about it. I don't know if you can hear the dog, but I apologize. What is wrong with him? God. Anyway, so that's this week. Again, another shout out to Caitlin Martin, my girl, and my husband. This is my Christmas present, RM Life Coach. I don't know if you can see this, but it says Life and Coach in the letters. Oh, also, it changes color. What? Isn't that magical? It even like flashes and I know. Crazy. All right, so the moment you've all been waiting for, I know for sure. We are going to do the drawing now, but I can't figure out how to stop this flashing. Oh, no. I know. All right, well, that looks great. Here we go. Ready? I'm so excited for how many submissions I got. This just makes me like thrilled, you guys. So we are doing an hour of coaching, an hour of free coaching. Woo! All right, this is totally legitimate. I have no idea whose name I'm gonna pick. Here we go, ready? Dun 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 dun. Kelly Recifinus. Oh man, am I excited about this. That is hilarious. Kelly, I will be DMing you very soon. If you haven't watched this episode, I'm going to send that to you as well. Oh, this is so exciting. So, everyone, feel your feelings. Allow everything. And this week, get really, really curious about your thoughts. If you feel a physical response, look at it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just look at it. And if you have a question, of course, email me, text me, DM me, whatever you want to do. You know where I am. You know how to reach me. I'm here. I want to talk about this all the time. And special shout outs to Ben and Caitlin for my set. All right, guys. Well, I will, how much? Ooh, great question, Megan. So a one-on-one session with me is $100. So it's a $100 value, which is fantastic. But the reason I'm doing this is because nobody really knows what life coaching is. And so I would love to just sort of like show it to you guys. And so this is my way of doing it. So we'll do it here. And if you want, you can always call me and we'll do an hour. Now, I'm also a pregnancy life coach because I'm a labor and delivery nurse. And so I also have packages where I work with pregnant women one-on-one. Now, of course, you don't have to be a pregnant woman to work with me one-on-one, like full time. But all that stuff is on my website as well. So thank you for asking, Megan. Great question. And thank you for your gift. I loved it. So if you have any questions, give me a call. It was great to see you again. This is so fun. We'll do it again in, I don't know, about a week. Maybe with more stuff on the set. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Love ya. Mwah.